By now, you've probably heard that HubSpot is reintroducing HubSpot Sales Hub as a smart CRM. So what does that mean? It means that a lot of the tools that we already use today as sales reps, sales managers, are going to get a nice little facelift and more functionality with AI. This means that we're going to have more intelligence, more actionable insights, and a greater connectivity of data to give us a better picture of how all of our activities are leading up to actual revenue generation. You already have some of these tools today, so I thought I would go over some of the most advanced features and some of the pieces that I think are really going to be helpful for a lot of sales teams starting right now. So let's take a look. First of all, a lot of what I'm going to show you today is already available for live beta. So what you're going to do is come into your portal and go into product updates. And then on the product updates screen here, we're going to go down to early access beta. And what you're going to want to do is come through and join any of the betas that I talk about today that could be really helpful for your team. So let's talk about some of these betas. First of all, let's look at the prospecting dashboard. So this is being born out of a need for a lot of disparate systems making prospecting ineffective and expensive. Well, now what we have in HubSpot is the ability to bring all of our HubSpot tools into one place and really get rid of all that manual effort. So what you're seeing here is the ability for a rep to come in and into one workspace, see all of their task queues, all of their lead management, which you're not seeing yet, by the way, it will come very soon, see the sequences that are running, take a look at their schedule for the day, especially here in this little corner. I love this, by the way. And then also be able to poke into any activity feed, which is going to show me who's been opening emails, who's been booking calls, all of those things. So a really cool way of just coming in here and getting my day started to understand what it is that I need to do as a rep. And the other nice thing too is the suggested activity section down here. This is actually going to give me emails that are specifically from my leads. So I really love that. The other thing that I just mentioned is that lead object. So I don't have a beta yet for this, but I did get a little preview. What this is going to be is an actual standalone object. So you will have contacts and companies still, but this is being very similar to how Salesforce runs their journeys. This is something that you'll be able to opt into, opt out of. But what this is going to give us the ability to do is manage our leads separate from our contacts. Why this is important? A lot of teams are coming over from Salesforce and they're used to being managing their people that they're talking to from a contact and a lead perspective. So this is really going to change things for our teams that are used to that. And it's going to give you even more greater insight into how things are going on a journey level at individual contacts. The other thing that I want to talk about is smarter sequences. So in a lot of times back in the day, we heard a lot of feedback from people regarding the ability to send these emails, but be able to test the messaging, whether that's the subject lines, the content itself. This is where HubSpot really fell down when it came to outbound prospecting tools. So a lot of people were using outside tools to do this. Well, not quite where everybody is yet, but we're getting really close. We do now have the ability to add in a second version. And what HubSpot will actually do is run both versions and split test this for ourselves and be able to then turn it off and on and add new additional A/B tests as we go so that we can get better and better at the things that are actually going to be driving our results. So that's pretty cool. I really like this. We're also going to see step level analytics. So you can see here at each step, we're going to have that. And then the other thing we're going to see in terms of reporting is being able to tie all of these things to actual deals. So that's super cool. The other thing I also want to talk about is a really cool thing that people have been asking for a long time. Again, another where people were using outside scheduling tools because it would not do this. Well, now if somebody is filling out a form and you want to send them directly to a meeting scheduling page, we can actually do a redirect everyone, or we can conditionally redirect people based off of the information that they're putting into the form. So I can have different cohorts of people connecting to different meeting links, which is cool because if you have your sales team separated, for example, or you have suggestions on here that's more like a contact form and you maybe want to route them to sales versus service, for example, you can do that. And you can even do a default rule as well. So you can just send those people who aren't meeting your conditions. So maybe it's a qualification form or whatnot, or you can send them to a direct form here. And again, these are all tools that are already available and ready for you to use. So I highly recommend taking a look at these early access betas. Going through these and taking a look. When you do join a beta, you can enroll the entire account. In some cases, you can choose enroll only, but that may not be a choice for a lot of these betas. So just be aware that if you're going to turn something on, you're going to turn it on for everybody. There is so much more to come. I absolutely know that there's going to be additional features released over the coming weeks that are going to be so helpful for every team. We're going to keep on top of these and share them in videos with you all. So if you haven't, definitely make sure to follow or connect with me. And I look forward to continuing to bring these awesome new features to you.